right, coming up next, an inspiring story of a girl with a dream and a high school in Seattle showing others the real meaning of inclusive education. You won't want to miss this. Stay right there.
And welcome back to AM Northwest. Sam's Top Secret Journal is a new book aimed at middle schoolers that can help us all understand the benefits of an inclusive education for everyone. And we're happy to welcome to AM Northwest Deb Adelman, along with her father, Dr. Sean Adelman. Nice to have you both here. And Sean, let's start with you. Tell us about the book Sam's Top Secret Journal.
Well, Sam's Top Secret Journal is a book that you guys already talked about that's aimed at middle readers. And the idea is I wanted to inspire, you know, kids with different abilities and families to sort of, you know, learn more. And the whole idea is that everything that Sam in the book does are things that Devin, i.e. Sam, does in real life. And I wanted something to be inspiring. You know, there's a lot of textbooks and a lot of sort of meat out there about kids with special abilities and different abilities, or as we say, different abled. And I just wanted something to be fun, something that would inspire young families instead of having to read a textbook.
Was there a moment when you were watching Deb do something around the house that said, you know, this would make a great book? Was there a time?
I think, you know, that's a great question. How does this orthopedic surgeon decide you want to write a children's book? And people still give me like, what? And the reality is it was a multitude of things. I mean, I think at every step of the way, when something came about that we thought she wasn't going to be able to do, she's able to do. And frankly, I got frustrated. I wanted people to be inspired because when she was younger, even though I was a surgeon, I didn't have a clue. I mean, you know, we talk about how much we do know, but the reality is the more you grow, the more you realize how little you do know. And I wanted to sort of be inspiring. I wanted Deb to be an ambassador for possibilities for other kids.
Inclusive education is the term, and I take that to mean that no matter your ability level, you mingle, you work, you associate, you socialize with people of all levels, because at the end of the day, we're all together all the time anyway, right?
Oh, that's exactly right. And I think I try to get a little bit away from the Down syndrome thing, because really inclusion is understanding everybody. And the one thing we forget is that when we talk about inclusive education, we think we're doing nice things for, you know, the special kids. And the reality is it benefits all of us. It benefits the kids in the class. I think kids who are exposed to kids of different abilities, different colors, different sexes, different ideologies, from a very young age grow up to be better people. I think the more we understand each other, the better adults we become. And I think we have that possibility when kids are younger to be able to capture that. And I know for myself, I am a better person having had her in my life. And I say that for all my kids, but it's a unique possibility that we have.
Now, Deb, you're wearing your cheerleading outfit.
Yeah.
Is that the best part of school, is it cheerleading?
Yes.
What is the experience like for you? So tell me, what do you like best about it? Like hanging out with the other girls?
Basically, hang out with my teammates.
Yeah.
Hang out with your teammates.
And you're heavily involved in school. I mean, as I'm reading more and more about you, there's very few activities you're not involved in.
Yeah.
You're very busy, right?
You're busy.
Yeah.
What do you think of your dad writing a book that is essentially about you, Deb?
I love it.
So are you liking being popular?
Yeah.
She's not a ham at all.
This message of inclusive education, a lot of schools do separate children based on maybe, you know, their first language, or, you know, whatever their learning ability is. Is that ever a good idea in your mind?
To separate kids?
Yeah.
I think we all have that fear of our kids being able to keep up, and there are times when we wonder for ourselves, and as parents we have to make that decision, not what maybe we think is best for our kids, but what really is best for our kids. And I think the most important factor when you're looking at school is the principals and the teachers. I mean, irregardless of what the school system is, if you have a good principal and a good teacher, things work out. But I think the benefits of inclusion go far beyond the classroom, and I think that's the message here. And inclusion isn't an all or none thing. I mean, I think the more you include the kids, the more everybody benefits. I think that the benefit for Dev, for cheerleading, is just she has a great time. She has fun. The benefit from all the other cheerleaders is they get to sort of, you know, the best analogy I can think of is, you know, when they were doing the round table with all the cheerleaders, they all had their beefs about what was going on, and Dev's comment was, "I'm just happy to be here." And so that's something we can all take home when we have that situation, so to speak.
I just love seeing the pictures of Dev cheerleading. That must be just so much fun.
Have you been a cheerleader all throughout high school now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was born a cheerleader.
Yeah, because every picture I see, you have that uniform on. But to the idea of inclusive education, it seems that we live in a world where we do separate people, but then at a certain age or college, then everybody has to blend together, and we're not trained to work together, are we?
Oh, I agree. I mean, we don't have special ed grocery stores.
Right.
I mean, we don't have special ed bus stations. I mean, we all have to learn and live together. And I think, you know, as a society, we sort of value what people can't do, and putting a number on what somebody's worth is, I think, is very difficult. And unless we include each other, we don't really understand what the benefits of people are. I know what she brings to the game is something very different. She may not be the fastest, but she brings something to the party that nobody else does. And I think those are the messages we want to give.
And clearly the other cheerleaders cherish her.
Oh, I think everybody on the team, everybody in Seattle, benefits from seeing that kind of situation.
Yeah, indeed. Well, thanks for coming down. We look forward to all of the sequels and the action figures and everything else that is Sam. We know. Deb, thanks for being here. Thank you
very much.
Nice to have you both here.
Coming up next, find out how to